Hello everyone and welcome back to Elphick.Event.Ponies HQ. Today is jumping day for the ponies. However, it's also Six Nations, is that right? Yeah. Six Nations Day. So we're playing a fun game of how many ponies can we get jumped before Pete leaves to watch the rugby. Starting with Wilma. Obviously you guys would have seen the other day she had her first jump. She's jumped like a tiny little fence once after that. So this is technically her third time leaving the ground since her winter break. So we've got a little grid set up, shock horror. There is only so much I can do in a 20x40 though. However, it's quite a good one. So I've got little cavalettis going in on a bounce distance, one stride, which has walked 8 human strides, to an upright, which is going to have an A-frame on. Should probably put my horse on a bit rather than just trotting around. And then another one stride, because we're limited for space. I'd have preferred to have had 2 strides, to what's going to be kind of like a low, wide oxer. So in theory, it's fast feet going in, and then like a little bit gymnastics-y over the A-frame, which will be a bit higher, and then we'll get them to stretch over the last. Why are you laughing? Oh no! Okay, well I'll get Wilma quickly warmed up and then we'll pop her down the line. We're all warmed up, ready to go. Quick caveat guys, don't judge the mane. I very quickly started trimming it up before we're filming, but then Pete arrived, so she's halfway done. Oh, look who we've got. We've got a little hobbit here. Right.
You need me?
We do indeed, Hobbs. Oh, lucky you, Hobbs. Because it's such a tight turn at the top, I'm hoping I can come in trot if I need to these cavalettis. So we'll just play around and see. Good girl. It's then going to be long, but hopefully when we've got a bit more oomph, we'll be okay. See if we can make the turn and canter. Better. Good, Wilma.
Good girl. All right, good girl. She's suddenly seen the green blocks, or?
She keeps spooking at those jumps there. I don't know why. Right, should we pop our little upright up? The second one.
Second one.
I think you'll need one of these poles actually, Hobbs. Right, I did prefer coming in canter, so we'll see if we can keep the canter. We've got a little upright up. I'm just going to keep the A-frame poles on the floor once for her. Good.
Good girl.
Don't
Good girl.
spook at that. Come on. No. It's because she's coming head onto it.
Yeah.
She's just about gotten over it the last few days with it being her side profile. It's going to be fun when we've got a big wide ox.
Make you feel. Good girl, Wilms.
Oh,
good girl.
Oh.
Good girl. Good girl. Am I required? Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay, could you just pop the A-frame up and the little oxer to start with?
I'll just put the little oxer up.
Oh, guys, it's go, go, go here.
My plumbing duties.
Lovely girl. I do just absolutely love working with this horse. I find her so rewarding. Good girl. You're gonna have to be fast feet. Very good. Very good. Oh, let's just get the canter lead here. Good. Good, Kelly. What's that on? Oh gosh. that about equal? See, really, that should be down there. Right, so you can have your A-frame brought all the way in like that, but I'm actually quite pleased with how she's jumping, so I'm going to leave it a little bit of room. The closer in, the more they're going to snap up. You're right, darling. She's just having a little doze in the sun. See guys, I get complaints on my socials saying I always have the grid in the same place, but it is because of the light, we have to do it. So when I jump at home and don't film, I tend to try and set it up differently, but when we film, that's why they're often over that side. Right. Well, because I do like the fact, I want this kind of parallel actually. I like the fact that I can come off both reins. Hey, sweet pea. Right, come on then. You're being a very good girl. Whoa, 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 you're fine. Mic came off. Little stumble on landing. Oops. This is the one downside of filming, right? Because this poor horse needed a pat then, but because my mic came off and it was about to smack her flanks and spook her more, I had to go for the mic rather than telling her that she did well, not panicking. Anyway, it's a small price to pay for my dream job. You're fine, just sit up. Lovely. Okay, is anyone noticing that I've definitely got a preferred way to turn on landing? However, I do sometimes think that's because there's like all our jumps are in this corner. I think she's jumping really well. Does she look nice? She feels really good. Yeah. She feels great. Come on. Well done. It's happened again with the mic. I think maybe we just get a bit of slow-mo and then she's done, to be honest, because she doesn't need to do loads when she's just building her jumping fitness back up. We could possibly widthen this a tiny bit, maybe. What? Widen that a tiny bit. Widthen. Well, it's because I was going to say increase the width, but then I said widthen. Right, you can widthen that. Yes, that's what I mean. Only a smidge, because we are getting quite close to the, what do you call it? Should we film it once with it widthened? So we've just widthened this. It doesn't actually look like we've widthened it that much. But let's see if she can cope with this widthening. It's actually quite fun to say. Widthened. Oh God, I'm really excited about this horse for this year. Crikey, she feels great. Good girl. Right, we're just gonna get a tiny bit of slow-mo and then we'll move on to pony number 2. But I'm chuffed with her. Good girl, Wilma. She feels fab. Just like that, my pony has shrunk and turned white. Pretty impressed with this with Wilma. It's quite wide. It fits a whole jam through it, which means it's very wide. She felt absolutely mega. Very, very pleased with her. So Jammy has come out, I've literally just got on her, but she's had a good march around. She seems pleased and excited to be jumping. This is her I think it's only her third time as well, jumping back. Because we did that exercise here, we jumped at Emily's, and then I've been away. Don't think I've jumped her again since. I'm trying to consciously keep it all, like basically just really hunky-dory for Jam. Obviously she had her injury last year, and she's such a sensitive mare that I'm really worried that if she feels something's not at all right, or even if it just feels different, because she could have had that bone chip there for years and been compensating, and so now she might still be tentative on that leg thinking it's going to hurt. I'm basically really worried that if she goes out and feels anything that's not right, then she will just throw the towel in, because she's kind of, I think she's kind of that way inclined. Like, she absolutely loves her job, but she likes to feel in control and know that she can get herself out of trouble, and obviously if something's hurting she can't do that. So I'm just basically trying to rebuild that confidence from having the stop last year at the event before we realised it was wrong and investigated everything. So yeah, today's about having fun, keeping it easy for her, really. Hey Jam, but the good news is she's coming out and she's just wanting to go. Like, she's so keen. So fingers crossed I'm just being a typical human and overthinking things. Jam is all warmed up. She cantered over the poles and everything, so I'll take her for her first time down the Cavaliers. Nice work, Jammy. Should have let you make the mistake. Well done. Whoa. Definitely notice a massive difference going from Wilma to her. I should probably do Wilma, Winnie, Jam, because their strides get less, like more and more pony as you go on. Right, steady. Well done. It was me thinking I'd need to shorten these distances for Jam, making them up more than Wilma. Think. Oh, good girl. Okay, we could have the Oxer in a wide A-frame. Definitely don't think she's going to need too much of an A-frame. She's pinging. God, we might actually have to lengthen it for her. Yeah, that's perfect. Wow, good girl. Blimmin' heck, they're all jumping so well. Mum's looking at her phone. Good, Jam. She feels insane. I like this exercise. Actually, that I could have afforded to move to a bit more. That was all right, yeah. Okay, we'll go a bit wider again. Well done. Good. The final pony. We've completely lost Hobbit. It's been a very poor show from her today. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, she's not been on top form. She's still in holiday mode, like I said. So on Winnie now, and Winnie was kind of the inspiration for this exercise, to be honest, because she is just feeling really kind of stuffy at the minute, and I just want something that's actually going to wake her up. Which is why I quite like this, because the exercise sort of does the work for you. Obviously with the Oxer at the end, we've been gradually widthening in that. Pete's not reacting now, he's had enough, she's going to the rugby. But I think that'll be good for her because I just feel like she needs a wake-up call. Like I've just cantered her around here and she's so behind my leg. And like now, look, if I stop kicking, she just stops and wants to nap in the sun. So hopefully this will be good for her, and it will get her to actually think, oh, I need to try a bit, rather than just making mum do all the work on top and tell me if something's coming up. Also quickly, because I know I'm going to get questions why I'm not jumping Bear. Bear's actually had a reasonable bit of time off now. She obviously pulled a shoe towards the end of Vlogmas when we were filming with the girls here, and then she got an abscess in her foot, and it just wasn't that bad, but it just went on and on a bit. So she's ended up having all of her shoes taken off. She's obviously been off while I was in Africa. So yeah, she currently needs to be brought back into work, essentially. And although it's a lovely day now, the weather has been disgusting and I value my life. So I'm kind of waiting until the weather improves a bit to get back on her. Now she's had the time off, like she may as well just sort of stay off. So that is where Teddy Bear is. Righty-ho, Winnie. Shall we see if we can actually get you to limber up? You're a funny one because you're sassy but lazy. A bit like me, really, I guess. I mean, that is the perfect example of waking her up. Good, Win. Good, Win. Okay, I think we could have a little upright, please, Peter. Please, fiance. 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 Better. Hello, back end. Oh, God. She is hard to get round a turn. I thought it was bad on the others. You may see a lot of me going right on landing. Well done. Ooh. Move. Good. Oh, look. I just need to get like that core engagement of her when she goes round the turn. She just gives up. Come on. You just need to do like a million sit-ups with Winnie. Good. Okay, I think we could have an A-frame, please. Good. Okay, the yolks are in. Also, guys, if you think my hands are weird on her, I'm experimenting because basically I find she just jumps a little bit hollow. We go quite like up and then like shifts and down like that rather than basculing. So I'm trying to have my hands a little bit wider and lower over the fence just to encourage her to actually do that with her head rather than she goes up. It's a work in progress, so I doubt we'll see many changes today, but it's just something I'm trying to work on. Good, Win. Wake up then. Well done. Come on. Good, Winnie. That actually felt like a nicer jump as well. Good. Okay, should we widen again? Oh. Oh, sorry, we could have actually gone right, left. Well done. You did, and you actually landed left like a clever girl. Woo! 3 ponies all jumped. Let's do a roundup. Starting with Wilma. Do you know, I think she's actually my pony of the day. She really put a big smile on my face. I think maybe because I haven't properly jumped her in so long, it was just nice to have her back. But I think she came out a lot stronger than she ended last season, which is amazing. Like that she's used this winter to kind of really muscle up. I felt like she was much more engaged, kind of like looking at where she was going. I felt she was thinking about her feet a lot more. I don't think she touched a thing. So yeah, really, really pleased with her. Jammy's just a little pro. She was super. She jumped really nicely. Actually felt the pingiest she's felt since coming back. If you watch the video where I had a lesson with Em, I don't know whether it was in that, whether I left it in or not, but I basically was saying to Em, like, do you think she's jumping all right or she's jumping a bit flat? But today, I felt like she was basculing a lot more and she just felt really keen, really happy to be out, so that's fab. And then last one, little Winnie Woo. It's for her, she just really struggles in a 20x40 when I've got it in the middle, especially because it is such a tight turn. It's like a very tight turn at the start and a very tight turn at the finish when we land. So that kind of zaps the energy, which then means I'm sort of making up for it a bit going down the line. And then on landing, it just means we kind of collapse a bit because I'm trying to desperately sort of just navigate the corners. And bless her, a couple of times I basically wasn't quick enough when we landed, and if she'd landed on one lead, I'd already committed to going the other way. But because you've basically got 2 strides before you have to turn, like it is very tight, otherwise you're going to end up on the gate. So yeah, that's something we need to work on with her, is getting that core engagement and keeping that hind leg like keep coming through. However, I think she jumped really well. We kept it a bit smaller for her. It's more, we're working on her technique. Really thought this exercise was good for her, so I think I will try and come out and jump her down it again in a few days' time. But we still managed a fairly wide You gonna freak out? No? Good girl. Nearly got my knee. So yeah, really, really good exercise and thrilled with how they've all jumped. It was made me quite excited for 2025 season. I actually need to do some event planning now and find out where we're all gonna go. Anyway, Pete wants to watch the rugby. I live, laugh, love you, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye, guys.